The Phantom Bowler. On the outskirts of a small English village, there lay an old cricket ground known for its lush greenery and serene surroundings. The ground, quaintly named Willow Lane, had been a beloved site for local cricket enthusiasts for generations. However, the ground held a dark secret that most villagers were too afraid to speak about. It was a crisp autumn afternoon when the local cricket team, the Willow Lane Wanderers, were practicing for their upcoming match. The sky was a canvas of greys, hinting at rain. The players were jovial, enjoying the banter and practicing their skills. But as the sun began to set, a chill settled over the ground. A young bowler named Tom, who was the team's rising star, had stayed behind to practice his bowling. The sun dipped below the horizon, and the floodlights cast eerie shadows across the pitch. Tom was focused, oblivious to the creeping fog that began to envelop the ground. As Tom prepared for another delivery, he heard a faint whisper on the breeze. He looked around but saw nothing. The fog grew thicker, and Tom's heart started to race. Suddenly, a shadowy figure emerged from the fog, standing at the bowling end of the pitch. The figure was tall and lean, dressed in vintage cricket whites, with a cap pulled low over its face. Tom, thinking it was a prank, called out to the figure. "Who's there?" he shouted, trying to sound brave. The figure didn't respond. Instead, it slowly raised its arm and delivered a ghostly ball towards the wicket. Tom watched, transfixed, as the ball moved with an unnatural speed and precision, smashing into the stumps and scattering them. Fear gripped Tom as he recognized the ghostly bowler. It was the infamous Richie Sloane, a legendary cricketer who had died tragically on the very pitch decades ago. Richie had been known for his unmatched bowling skills, but during a fierce match, he collapsed and died of a sudden heart attack. Rumors had always whispered that his restless spirit haunted the ground, seeking to play the perfect match he never completed. As Richie's apparition stared at Tom, the young bowler felt a cold sweat break out on his forehead. The ghostly figure pointed at him and then slowly faded into the fog, leaving only the echo of the stumps falling behind. Terrified, Tom ran back to the village, where he recounted his eerie encounter. The villagers, though skeptical, knew of the legend and warned Tom never to stay on the ground after dark again. The next day, Tom found a vintage cricket ball at his doorstep, with a note attached that read, "For the next match." Shaken but curious, he decided to use the ball in the upcoming game. During the match, Tom bowled with an unusual precision and speed, taking wicket after wicket. The team was ecstatic, but Tom felt a cold presence watching him. As he looked around, he saw Richie's ghost sitting in the stands, nodding approvingly. From that day on, Tom used Richie's ball in every match, and the Willow Lane Wanderers went on to win their league. But every time Tom bowled a wicket, he felt a cold chill run down his spine, knowing that Richie was watching and waiting for the perfect match to be completed. The legend of the Phantom Bowler became a chilling tale told around the village, a reminder of the restless spirit that haunted the Willow Lane cricket ground, forever seeking his final game.